Greetings and salutations everyone, I'm Ekamek, this is Limbus Company, and it's now Walpurgis not. Yeah, there's not much more to say to it other than that, is there? Let's check it out! As soon as the update finished, but because they always start off with the backdoor volatility detected, I figured I should probably start recording at the title screen and the downloading. No animation as of yet. But we do have an extraction for Walpurgis not, so let's see. I'm disappointed that this is only an HE, it should have been VOV. So let's see, Mini Magic Bullet. It rolls 22 plus 14, so that's actually a... it's decent floor. There is better, but for the average VOV, for the average HE, 22 is pretty nice to start at, plus 3 offense level. Deal 200% more damage for missing HP before attack if the pierce damage resonance... Wait, if the pierce damage resonance... What's the pierce damage resonance? If it's less than 2.0, change it to 2.0. After attack, kill the unit. So what it's saying is that it'll hit as though it's dealing fatal damage. Good to know. This one is a multi-hitter, which is why it greatly reduces its skill base power and its coin power. Yeah, all sorts of nonsense really. Minus 16. Minus 16, minus 22. Minus 16 gives it a base of 6. And then a plus 6 on how many times? And then plus 6 for its coin power. Reuse coin at least twice. Yeah, I think these are all numbers that are very true to the original Library of Ruina fight against this guy. On hit with base attack skills, inflict Magic Bullet divided by 3 burn. But for the Lobcore Bullet Utus, inflict Magic Bullet burn instead, and it's still 3 times per turn. If target has 30 burn, inflict 1 Dark Flame instead. Twice per turn. I don't know how it would really work out, but I guess that's that. Now we have Full Stop Office Honglu. 3 plus 3 times... A max of 12 for a base skill 1 is... Alternatively, 9, 13 for his melee support skill. Target marked goes up to 16. Gain base power for every ammo about to be spent. When flipping a coin that consumes ammo, even when this unit is out of ammo, the attack does not get cancelled, but the affected coins on hit effects do not activate. Empower his skill 2 and skill 3 if Heathcliff is in Overwatch. Okay, so the empowered version is just throwing in a 4th coin on top of the 3rd ones. On Clash, lose final power plus 5. That's interesting. So you're going to give that final coin a bit of niceness, but not that much. 13. Oh, also bonus damage on critical hit. Full stop to life. Base power +1 for every ammo about to be spent. So I guess that's about 3 base power. So hang on. It can hit a 19 on its own, but you could also get a +3, so that's 22. Not bad. Activate target spotted. Unopposed attack with its skill 2 against the same unit. The same enemy unit A attacked. Activates at attack end. Spend 1 ammo, spend 2 ammo. And then gain that extra bonus for having Heathcliff in Overwatch mode. Combat Poise. At 0 ammo, activate Beyond the Shadow instead, which is a Clashball counter which is not accurate to Library of Ruina because counter coins weren't a thing at Full Stop Office. Reload once per encounter. Ah, okay, that's important to know. Alright, so what does he have for Heathcliff then? Return to fire. 5 + 3. Are you kidding me? He gets a 14 on his skill 1. Headshot. 10 + 12. Deal more damage for every speed difference up to a max of 50%. And gain haste next turn. Inflict pierce resist down 2 times per turn. And on crit, inflict it again. Encounter start, gain 3 pierce. Oh well, there's concentration alright for you, or maybe this one is snipe. When this unit enters the encounter, gain Atelier logic ammo, but only once per encounter. If we don't have any ammo, activate Overwatch assignment. If substituted in or rejoining after Overwatch assignment, gain maximum concentration sniper, pierce power up, and reload. Do not reload Atelier logic once per encounter. If this unit is not set to use any attack skills, apply poise to one ally with the least poise. If this unit did not use any attack skills, including ego skills, excluding target spotted, gain poise and PSL power up next turn. So if you guard, then it's going to power up his next shot, which can be handy if you see skill 3 coming up. Yeah, that has potential. Anyway, the actual skills. Return fire. 5 + 3, we went over that. Headshot. We went over that. Go in for the bullseye. If this unit has Atelier logic, activate AOHV pulverization round instead. For every 1 speed difference, deal 10% more damage to a maximum of 50%. 26 on a single coiner is actually fantastic for skill checks. It's about time. Consume all concentration sniper on self. Gain value, poise potency, deal value consumed, gain poise count. Spend an ammo. Deal 80% damage on crit hit, if targets pierce, damage, etc, etc. And the pulverization round, 15 + 18 versus 12 + 14. $33. Consume all concentration sniper. Gain poise potency by the value consumed. Deal more damage. It maxes out at 4, so that's 100% more damage. And 8 poise potency. After attack, gain poise. You almost get a 50% chance for a critical hit here. Which is nice because you are going to get extra damage for a crit hit. At more than 30 poise potency, consume up to 10 of poise potency over 30 to deal poise potency more damage. And his defense skill, an evade or take cover instead. If Full Stop Office Rep Long Lu is on the field, request melee support. If we So they're attacking us and we get to hit them with melee support. I think that's how it works. Taking cover gives us an unbreakable guard, skill clashable guard. Yeah, that makes sense. Inflict pierce, resist down, gain... The thing is, it's 0 ammo. So it activates taking cover. It only works at 0 ammo, so you won't have time to make use of the pierce resist or the concentration sniper. This kit doesn't really make sense. Ah well, let's see how lucky we can get. Not very lucky is the answer.
역시 니놈 말대로 어떤 사람이라도 맞출 수 있는 마법의 탄원이로구나.
I don't see myself using magic bullet in mirror dungeons for any time soon. Well, I guess I've finished grinding for all my presents, so I can set all my ego back to normal. And now we start burning through our lunacy. At least I'll have enough ego shards for whatever I feel like uptying to 4 for the foreseeable future, but... .7% is not nice odds.
자, 사격 중지. 앞쪽 시야가 확보되는 대로 적들을 추적할게요.
That might be Sinclair back there, but I remember that Sinclair that might just be who they already had in the full stop office there. I don't know, it's been actually quite some time since I've played Library of Ruina and cared about the story there. Okay, we've passed the halfway mark, so 9 more mass pulls. Eight. Great. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. Maybe I should save this for the collab because it's quite possible that you'll never get a chance to use it again, too. No, we've still got 3 to go. But I feel like if I actually care about that, then I'd probably just buy some extraction tickets. I'm not seeing any of the announcers this time either. And we have to go for the ideality to get our hands on Heathcliff.
탄 일발 장전. 탄환은 로즈 가틀리에제 고속 분쇄타. 좋아. 저격중 끝.
Alright, so step 1, what does Magic Bullet look like as... I guess we'll probably want to use Magic Bullet Lunacy for this, but Magic Bullet, like this. Deal damage for every burn, 22 plus 14. -14 minus 20. This gives us the passive, nothing special. Deal 2% more damage for every 3 burn, to a maximum of 20%. If main target is defeated, inflict Dark Flame against all enemies with burn. Inflict burn equal to Magic Bullet, etc, etc. Inflict Magic Bullet divided by 3 burn count, rounded down. Inflict Dark Flame equal to Magic Bullet. Interesting. So almost some burn maintenance. And just some damage multipliers, increases to burn amounts. Nothing I feel myself stretched to integrate at the moment. Now, the interesting parts. Gain haste next turn, once per turn. If unit speed is faster than the targets, deal extra damage. And gain his stuff. Increases maximum speed from 3 to 6 to 3 to 8. Interesting. Give him the skill 3 and its upgrade. 15 plus 15 to 10 plus 14. So those numbers will actually change a lot from getting to Uptie 4. Add base power to his skill 1, add base power to his skill 2. Give him a combat passive enhancement. This gives him the Atelier Logic Bullet, I see. Unknown. If this unit is substituted in or is rejoining, gain max concentration, 3 PS power up, and reload. 3 power up, 3 PS power up. So it's basically giving him a stronger re-entry.
들켰다. 너희들부터 뒤로 물러서 내가 응사할 테니까.
That one's got away with words, I'll give him that. Sweet talking miserable blokes while wearing those bizarre gears in their head. How could anyone be convinced to willingly turn themselves into some meat gear monster? Meat gears, thought gears, loads of wankers with gears shoved in their heads. All just to become smarter something, is it? What a load of shite. I mean, I just can't believe how anyone could think that their lot in life is to be a piece of gear in someone else's noggin. I don't suppose it's any of my business. Let's get back to work. What was it that Onglu said? That it's a rare, lucrative opportunity? Yeah, this'll be good for us. This rifle. I thought Bossman was some madman when he decided to purchase these firearms. I didn't even have a steady income then, and we were scouted to the team like stray animals getting taken in by some charity office after getting exploited to hell by other no-name officers left and right. Not that I don't deserve to be here. I was always confident in my abilities. But still, that suggestion that we should use those expensive guns all of a sudden was so out of the blue that I couldn't help but think it was some shady shite. I thought, oh, this must be one of them scams where they buy me this expensive but broken gun and ask me to pay for its repairs and whatnot, when I was just getting ready to smash the office to bits trying to get a single straight word out of the bossman. He showed me an entire box, the size of my head, filled to the brim with ammunition. Didn't think the truth would be so simple, that the bossman's just a loaded man. Well, I suppose he did threaten us with no pay if we ever pointlessly wasted our bullets. A month of no pay for every shot missed, was it? And I thought, thinking logically here, it'd be smarter to get me a sniper rifle so there's less chance of me wasting bullets. So that's how this gun became a partner through thick and thin. I'm still quite fond of flipping out, smashing everything to bits with no concern for what comes next, but I think this fits me just as well. Maybe. I guess there's a satisfying side to this, especially when I'm about to blast sods like them I'd rather not talk to. Ready, Heathcliff? Ready. Once the worshippers are in sight, make sure your gun is loaded and wait for my signal. Looks like I'll be hurting our wallets a bit more than usual today. Is that right with you? Oh, breaking out the Atleologic high velocity pulverization round, are we? Yeah, those gears in their heads. Regular rounds will just bounce right off them. Better grind them down and pulverize them. That's true. I'll be deducting your pay if you ever use more than a single round against the same enemy, though. Shut it, mate. You'd be grumbling all the same if I were using the cheapest ammunition on the market. You know how expensive these bullets are. Atleologic ammunition is pretty expensive, even for me. Ugh, understood. Push the tactical sight forward. The chamber reveals itself below. I remove the topmost bullet from there and carefully replace it with a silver-plated, beautifully engraved bullet. Special round loaded, ready to fire. I hear two bleeps of the comms opening and closing instead of a worded reply. That's the code for Roger that. He must be in their earshot. That's very close. Then, I should get ready. The magnetic rail makes a funny noise as it begins to charge. Going for the bullseye. Gunpowder detonates, adding even more power to the bullet blasting forward from the barrel. I feel the recoil ram my shoulder backward. Ugh. A sniper rifle that uses two different propellants in tandem. Now that's something you don't see every day, even in most workshops. Of course, S-Class workshops can probably produce all kinds of fantastical items that'll easily trump something like this, but I'm sure I can count the number of S-Class workshops with my one hand. Doubt there's more than 3 tops. And their stuff's gotta be exceedingly expensive too, even for the boss man. So, excluding those allies, this gun's gotta be the best. What the hell? Heathcliff, you missed? No wonder. They've got to have some kind of foresight or something, dodging a bullet like that. Well, I guess there are surprises around every corner in the city. It's beyond me how this bloke can remain so bloody calm and flippant, even in situations like these. Ah, fuck this. Relocating. This nest's compromised. Gotcha. Looks like we'll have to do the thing. I'll leave it to you, Honglu. Okay, I've got this. Bossman covers me whenever I'm on the move. And whenever they've got him cornered, I identify the weak links and blast them with my sniper rifle. We've done this together more than a dozen times. There's no mucking up our teamwork. Well, unless the enemy is clearly out of our league. But I can see that carefree grin of his all the way from here. Looks like we're going to be okay. Oh, by the way, I'm deducting your pay for this month because you failed to kill them with a single shot. Just like I promised. Saying stupid shite like that when they've got an advantage over us. He really is a piece of work. Okay, the fourth Uptie. Gain haste, but nothing else. Gain 2 poise count, deal 50% into max damage for the speed difference for headshot. 50% damage on the crit, there we go. 12 base power for the skill 3. Consume all concentration sniper gain. Gain 2 poise count after taking the shot. Plus target's pierce resistance times 50% damage on critical hit. More than 30 poise potency, consume 10 poise. Yeah, we know about that. And this increases his coin power. Ah, that's actually a very fancy pride skill, isn't it? Yeah, at the moment his defensive skills don't have pride resonance. We can fix that. One ally with the least ammo gains 2 poise count when using a skill that consumes ammo. If the ally is a full stop identity, or they have less than 5 poise count, gain 4 poise count instead. Ooh! Oh, does not apply to units without ammo, darn it. I guess that would help out with LCB Ryoshu. I'm going to make an assumption that Pierce is going to be the important damage type. Anyway, I'm pushing this episode past half an hour, but we're also going to have a look at what Honglu can get up to. Oh right, take the shot melee support, target marked. Skill 1, skill 1, skill 2. And then he has combat poise as a guard, or he has blue beyond the shadow as a clash ball counter. It gives him a reload. This one does have type, this one doesn't. 2+, so that one caps out at 11. And this one caps out at 15. Uptie, it raises his speed minimum. It adds his skill. It adds his enhanced skill 2. And enhances his skill 1 to gain a little more poise. And enhances his skill 2 to gain a little poise count and inflict bind. But most importantly, it gives him this tactile firearm support. Alright, raise his speed max. Add his skill 3. Add his enhanced skill 3. Oh, it actually inflicts pierce fragility on this turn, I see. Take the shot, 3 plus 3. So that then becomes 12. And that becomes 16.
가슴의 세발. 머리는 쏠 필요도 없겠네요.
Hold your fire. Okay, it is Sinclair in the back there. Oi, hold your fire, lad. Low, ready now. Thanks for repeating after me. Can't see too well through all this smoke. A battlefield thick with the smoke of war. The chaotic cacophony of gunfire and grinding gears came to a sudden stop at the child's hand sign. They were contacted by the Association for the Eradication of the Church of Gears. The child accepted the contract with gusto, but things weren't quite going according to plan thanks to certain unexpected variables. Doesn't seem like they'll be closing the distance anytime soon, right? Yeah, but I don't know if it's a good idea for us to shoot first. Not to mention how I've already wasted a lot of bullets. This contract is a bit more troublesome than I'd expected. I guess that's what you get for picking up a She Association contract. Despite already having spent quite a lot of bullets, the child and his colleagues were having some trouble making much headway. There was the hot steam, a byproduct of boosting their powers, and the smoke coming up from the grinding gears. But worst of them all was the erratically moving gear worshippers, the very targets of their contract. Ugh, not only are they constantly moving, but their movements are also bloody offbeat. I'm having some difficulty getting a good shot in, lads. Got any bright ideas? The worshippers were sliding out of the bullets' trajectories in bizarrely fluent motions, as though they could tell where their guns were aiming. Benefits of installing thought gears, a calculation unit made from humans. Should we start blasting and hope for the best? I don't hate that idea, but the budget for bullets wasted gonna come straight out of Bossman's pockets again, even if we were to finish the contract. The colleagues glanced anxiously at the child, and the prospect of having to dip into their boss's personal funds became increasingly likely. However, the child's expression was as calm and casual as always. He'd even begun humming a pleasant tune. I think my budget can handle a volley, unless you're looking to shoot Atelier Logic ammunition full auto. Now that'll bankrupt even me. It's true, it wasn't that big of a deal for this child to pay for the bullets, as long as they made each one count. He could handle it, even if the office funds were about to become completely depleted. All he had to do was say the word and the family would send him some pocket money. Pocket money, being the equivalent of the office's yearly budget, could fill their warehouse to the brim with ammunition. It wouldn't leave them much, of course, but still. But not everyone found this attitude to be pleasant. Blimey, I just don't like it. It makes us feel like parasites every time we gotta ask a family for favours. Well, what other choices have we got? We can break down their cover with impact rounds, but they're hiding in that smoke. Alright everyone, let's all relax and get it done like we always do. I'll take the vanguard, so please cover me. Right, I gotta take care of any buggers that get too close to you, yeah? No need to tell me how to do my job. Ooh, that's great and all, but how about this? I think I just came up with a plan. The child's voice was as gentle as always, but there was a certain confidence and decisiveness in it as he explained the new strategy. After listening to the new plan, quickly described over the brief lull of battle, the two colleagues nodded affirmatively. Okay then, I'm going in. With that, the child leapt into the thick miasma of smoke without hesitation. He could barely see what was ahead, and the smoke was suffocating, but the child did not stop. He began pulling the trigger with abandon the moment he ventured into the smoke. Most of them flew fruitlessly toward nothing, but he wasn't planning to hit the worshippers anyway. Heathcliff, now! A thunderous gunshot rings out even before the child says his full name through the receiver. The bullet fired at a moment's notice lands a direct hit into the worshipper's brain. He had drawn them to the perfect angle for his sniper colleague to line up his shot. Once he confirmed that the thought gear inside the worshipper had come to a complete stop, the child did not waste a second and gave his next order. I'll draw them out. Start blasting on my count of 3. Yes, sir. 1, 2, 3! Bullets mustn't possess the firepower to penetrate the building walls or steel. The child knew well about the head's taboo involving firearms, and with that knowledge twisted these disadvantages to his own advantages. Drawing a worshipper next to a building wall, taking cover on the other side of the wall himself, and then ordering his colleagues to fire a penetrator round would be an example of one such strategy. Another would be forcing the enemies to take cover behind a wall, requesting his colleagues to fire an impact round, and demolishing the wall to bury them in the rubble. The child soon realized that there was but a single worshipper remaining, having survived the slow but methodical takedown of the other worshippers. Looks like their leader escaped. So you're the last one of this group. Seeing as you have 2 gears, may I assume you're in a higher position than the others? A mere addition of 1 extra gear provided the lone worshipper a tremendous advantage in their final resistance. The worshipper nimbly wiggled out of the bullet trajectories even after the child drew them to an open position, and any penetration rounds that hit it bounced off impotently against its steel armor. Oi, you alright over there? I don't got a clear shot anymore. You're in my dead angle. His colleagues, realizing that this was not a foe to be underestimated, hollered worriedly in the child's direction. I think you two have done a great job supporting me so far, but it's time to end this. It doesn't seem that the child agrees with their concerns. The child steps forward, beaming with a casual smile, a sturdy breastplate made of steel. Some would purchase impact rounds to destroy the metal without penetrating it. Some would purchase micro-bullets to shoot through any visible holes in the armor. But the child saw a much simpler approach. To this life of yours, there was nothing stopping him from cutting through the metal with his dagger, after all. The workshop-made dagger in the child's hands cut through the worshipper's armor like a knife through butter, and he aimed the barrel into this newly created gap in the worshipper's armor. By the time the echoes of the 3 gunshots had dissipated into thin air, the worshipper's gears had already stopped turning. I placed the final full stop. Well, that was fun. Next time, we're going to look at the actual Walpurgis battle. Unfortunately, I have a... actually, wait. So, gain 3 poise count, but don't change his base skill because it's already busted. Target marked. Gain a little more poise count. Ammo spent times 10% damage on critical hit. 20% damage on critical hit. Raise the base power of his skill 3. Gain 2 poise count on Clash Win. I guess some of these numbers might be going up and I'm just not watching. Gain 3 poise count on use. Increase damage dealt on critical hit. Gain 2 poise count on Clash Win. And all the usual nonsense. Combat start. At 20 poise potency, gain 1 poise count. That's nice. Alright, so yeah, next time we're going to tackle the actual Walpurgis event. Until then guys, take care. I'll see you all around.
꺼질 줄 모르는 고에서의 불빛.
서부의 협회라 한들 싱크는 본질적으로 같습니다.
이것은 숲치곤 고요하지. 근방의 것. 총을 만들 수 있는 공방은 그렇게 많지도 않고 그걸 운용하는 사무소도 희박하지. 뭐 그 덕에 이런 의뢰는 우리가 독식할 수 있긴 하지만